what's up you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And so this is a new series that I'm trying to start here, which is just my mental health Mondays. So every Monday on the way home from biology, every day for this next semester, I am going to be doing some sort of talking about mental health, and it's usually just going to be just me ranting about whatever the fuck I feel like, you know, things that piss me off in our mental health system, things that are current events in the news, things that are like, I don't know, just anything mental health related that I feel like talking about. So today I kind of want to start off with probably the biggest thing that pisses me off mental health related, and that's stigma. Stigma sucks. There's no other way to put it. I hate our oppression-based society and our just world that revolves around, you know, treating people like they're less than because they're different. And like there's just so much shame wrapped around mental illness because like society has a certain expectation on us of how it's supposed to portray or look. Now, my favorite professor I've ever had was my psychology professor, and she would always say, when you've seen one, you've seen one. Like, literally, that is like the truest statement I've ever heard in my life. And if she ever finds this, I will probably be in a fuck ton of trouble for saying that, but if you're watching, hi. Dude, come on! And some dude almost, are you fucking serious? Some dude just ran out in front of me, okay. This is going great. So, I should probably take these off. So yeah, she would always say, when you've seen one, you've seen one. And like, I really started thinking that's true. I mean, with my mental illness and my experiences that I've been through, I am the only one who will ever feel them the way I feel them. How my friends have struggled, how my family has struggled, how everybody else struggles is different because we're different people. Just like no two people's fingerprints are alike, no two people's experience is the same. But that's what I really have a problem with stigma, is that like everyone's like, oh, mental health is such a negative thing. Like, I mean, now we're starting to be in an age where it's okay, where we can be on YouTube and very openly talk about it. But it wasn't always that way. Like, I remember growing up, I was diagnosed with ADHD as a child. And, like, it was always kind of treated like something I needed to be ashamed of because I was different. And then when I was in middle school, that's when my anxiety and my depression really started to, you know, I guess, show up and started to manifest. And I would get made fun of for it. I struggled a lot with self-harm, and then at the end of high school, I kind of moved away from self-harm into anorexia behaviors. But I mean, the way I've struggled with any of those is true to me and only me. And I think I just ran a red light. So, but like I said, stigma makes it very, very, very negative. It makes you feel like, you know, oh, if it doesn't, it's this way and it has to be this way, but like, that's really not true. I don't really know how to like say this, and I feel like I'm kind of just rambling, but yeah, the negativity is the biggest thing that really pisses me off, because it's like saying that people that have mental illnesses can't be successful, or that they look a certain way, they act a certain way, they do this, they do that, especially with anorexia. Oh, every girl with anorexia wants to look like a model in a magazine. No, honey. First of all, it's 2019. Models in magazines, hello, 1985 just called. No, we are in 2019. Let's talk about Snapchat. Let's talk about Instagram. Let's talk about the fucking, like, fake Instagram stripper models online before we talk about models in magazines. Just saying. But anyways, when you've seen one, you've seen one. There are anorexics out there that are the model magazine type. They are, like, each person is different. Some people are trauma survivors. I know a lot of, I guess, stigma surrounding anorexia kind of implies that all anorexia, like all people with anorexia, male and female, specifically female, had some sort of an incestual sexual assault at some point in their life. And the minute when they say, in the movie To the Bone, when they say, did someone ever touch you, that's a Rexy thing, I'm just like, no, like, fuck, like, why are you putting, I get it, like, we need to make awareness of stigma, we need to be mindful of it, but, like, why that? Like, there's so many other things you could have, but anyways, so it separates us, and it really makes us feel different. It makes us feel like, oh, we're not sick enough. So when I was in treatment, that was probably the biggest thing that really pissed off the therapists, was the pissing matches. Like, you'd go out on the patio to smoke a cigarette or just hang out there, and you would hear war story, and like, oh, I did this behavior, oh, I do that behavior, oh, what do you mean you don't do this? Like, I guess that's how the whole competition aspect of anorexia kind of comes to be, is that we compare each other, and we compare symptomology, and we compare, you know, experiences. I mean, it's okay to talk about it and to get support, but you have to remember that, you know, everyone's different, and you can't compare yourself to someone else because you're not fucking them. You're you. So that's kind of my 2 cents of it. So yeah. And I'm gonna try to do these videos more often, probably every Monday, usually while I'm driving, and hopefully I do this safely and don't crash, hopefully. So yeah, let me know in the comments section what you want me to talk about next. It's just gonna be me rambling, me driving, and me just being my weird self. So, with that being said, I think I'm gonna end this right here. Bye.